What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go over my AEW Double or Nothing review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And let's get started. Now, AEW Double or Nothing was a good pay-per-view, and I give it an 8 out of 10. It says Jim Ross joins the broadcast team alongside Taz and Excalibur before transitioning to the opening match. So we get the first match. If Hook and the Hardy Boys win, Ethan Page's contract will belong to the Hardys. So we get Hook and the Hardy Boys, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, accompanied by brother Jay Isaiah Cassidy, versus Ethan Page and the Guns, Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn. All right, this match right here, this was fine for what it was. Hook and Austin Gunn begin the match. Lock up and Austin getting Hook wrist before Hook reverses it with a race lock of his own. Austin Gunn hits a shoulder tackle on Hook before telling him to suck it, but Hook caught him with a heel hook before Austin Gunn got a rope break. Matt Hardy tagged in before hitting an axe handle on Austin Gunn before hitting series of shoulder breakers. Jeff Hardy tagged in before they hit a falling jab / standing splash combo on Austin Gunn for a near fall. Hook hits a series of judo throws on Page and the Guns before he and the Hardys clotheslined them to the outside. Back in the ring, Hook got distracted by Ethan Page and Colton Gunn, allowing Austin Gunn to hit a leg sweep and a facebuster before Colton Gunn tagged in. Ethan Page and the Guns corner Hook, and Hook tried to fight them off, but Ethan Page caught him and hit a power slam before attacking Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. Austin Gunn, Austin Gunn went for a corner spear on Hook, but Hook evaded to send Austin Gunn crashing into the ring post. Ethan Page tagged in, but Hook caught him with the El Camino before tagging in Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy slammed Austin Gunn, slammed Colton head into the turnbuckles before hitting a side effect on Austin and Colton and Ethan Page. Consecutively, the Otis Hardy hit an elbow strike on Colton before hitting a flying elbow for a near fall on Colton. Austin Gunn and Ethan Page tried to attack Isaiah Cassidy on the outside, but they stopped when Matt Hardy checked on Cassidy. Hardy got back in the ring, but was greeted with a dropkick by Colton Gunn before Ethan Page tagging the former Farm Triple Team Matt Hardy in the corner, allowing Ethan Page to mock Matt Hardy's tactics. Matt Hardy tossed Ethan Page into the corner and took out all three former members of the firm before trying to tag in Jeff Hardy or Hook. Austin Gunn and Ethan Page attacked them. Austin Gunn got a headlock on Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy fought off both guns and hit a DDT on Ethan Page before tagging in Jeff Hardy. Brother Nero hit Larius on the Guns before hitting an atomic drop size midsection leg drop on Austin Gunn before locking in a leg drop pin on Colton for a near fall. Jeff Hardy hit a boot kick on Austin before hitting a falling splash on him for a near fall. Jeff Hardy went for the whisper in the wind, but he crashed into the mat, allowing Austin Gunn to tag in Ethan Page. Jeff Hardy hit a corkscrew kick on Ethan Page before tagging in Hook, who hits a suplex on Ethan Page before hitting a crossface strike on Page. Page laid in strikes on Hook, but Hook rolled him up and locked in the judo. And the judo got to me, but Colton Gunn broke the hold. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy hit an assisted quarter splash on Austin Gunn before going for the twist of fate / swanton combo, but Colton Gunn attacked Jeff Hardy before he and Austin hit the 310 to your to Yuma on Matt Hardy to get the pin, but Jeff Hardy broke the pin with a swanton bomb. The Hardys lay out the guns with stereo twist of face before the corner Ethan before they corner Ethan Page in the center of the ring. The Hardys hit two consecutive twist of face on Ethan Page before Hook lock in the tag mission or red drum for the submission win. The winner of the match, Hook and the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. That was you know what I'm saying, that match was okay. I'm gonna say the match was okay for what it was. Well, matter of fact, that match was fine for what it was. I said it early. All right, Renee Paquette, Tony Khan, and Dr. Martha Hart opened the ceremonies for the 2023 Owen Hart Cup. Jim Ross, Escobar, and Taz then welcome to the audience to the main broadcast for transitioning into the open match. So we get a Blackjack Battle Royal, AEW International Championship match. Orange Cassidy versus Keith Lee versus Swerve Strickland versus Brian Cage, accompanied by Prince Nana versus Tony Nese, accompanied by Mark Sterling versus Ari Daivari versus Josh Woods versus Butch versus Blade versus Kip Sabian, accompanied by Penelope Ford versus Ray Phoenix versus Panta L Zero Metal, accompanied by Alex Abrahantes versus Lee Montelli versus Big Bill versus Trent Beretta versus Chuck Taylor versus Bandito versus Commander versus Dustin Rhodes versus Hard Juice Robinson versus Jay White versus Ricky Starks. This battle royal, it was kind of boring. The match began with Chris Sabin trying to toss Cassie out of the ring, but was stopped by Bandito before everyone in the match filled the ring. Ray Phoenix stumped away at Orange Cassidy in the corner while Beretta hit a moonsault off the ring post to the outside. Commander then hit a walk rope Frostbury flop onto Big Bill and Lee Mortelli, but was not eliminated because he had not entered the ring to officially be involved in the match. Bandito, Commander, Ray Phoenix, and Penta dominated the proceedings in the center of the ring, while Bandito had Tony Nese in a vertical stand before slamming him with a suplex before Lee momentarily pressing Tony Nese to the outside, eliminating him as he landed on two Woods, who was eliminated early in the match. Ari Daivari went for a power driver on Penta, but Ray Phoenix caught him with a walk rope punt to eliminating him from the match. Brian Cage entered the match and laid out everyone, including hitting a double German suplex on Ray Phoenix and Penta before hitting a monkey flip on Bandito. Brian Cage hit a powerbomb / power slam combo on Commander, and Bandito was greeted with double thirst kick by the Lucha Bros before they hit the Cazadora driver on Brian Cage. The Lucha Bros and Bandito fire away on Juice Robinson in the corner before Commander went for a walk rope move while Jay White pushed him off the top rope to send him to the outside to eliminate him. Juice Robinson and Jay White tried to eliminate Ricky Starks, but Ricky Starks held onto the ropes. The Best Friends hit the top triple powerbomb on Kip Sabian before Taylor clotheslines Kip Sabian to the outside. Lee Montelli and Big Bill attacked Best Friends from behind, with Big Bill tossing Taylor to the outside for elimination. Blade hit a chop on Keith Lee, but Keith Lee tosses Blade to eliminate him from the match. Brian Cage and Keith Lee exchanged strikes before Isaiah Swerve Strickland went for a choke on Lee Montelli, but Lee Montelli slammed Isaiah Swerve Strickland on the mat. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland exchanged strikes before Swerve went for the Chargers, but Lee caught him and tossed him onto the mat before hitting the tour of the islands on Swerve. But Brian Cage caught him with a thirst kick, all while Lucha Bros tossed Butcher onto the apron before hitting them with double thirst kicks to eliminate Butcher. Lee Montelli bullied Bandito in the head to send him crashing on the floor for elimination. Beretta hit a half and half suplex on Lee Montello onto the apron to eliminate him, but Big Bill booted him in the face to eliminate him from the match. Keith Lee tried to eliminate Swerve Strickland from the match, but Brian Cage dumped Keith Lee out of the ring for the elimination. Jay White and Juice Robinson placed Ray Phoenix on the apron before Penta accidentally pounced Ray Phoenix off the match. Ricky Starks clotheslined Juice Robinson out of the match, but Jay White greeted Ricky Starks with a ear range. Jay White hit the Blade Runner on Penta, but Ricky Starks caught him with a spear before tossing him to the outside for the elimination. Bullet Club go attack Ricky Starks after the eliminations. Big Bill got Ricky Starks on the apron, but Ricky Starks got back in the ring and lay in the punches and chops on Big Bill. But Big Bill caught him with a high boot to send him to the outside. Sent him to the outside for elimination. Brian Cage tried to eliminate Dustin Rhodes, but Dustin Rhodes caught him with the Canadian Destroyer onto the opening before Swerve booted Dustin Rhodes off the apron, eliminating the two from the match. Penta came in like a house on fire, hitting a sling blade on Swerve and a backstabber on Cassidy. Penta laid in a series of strikes on Big Bill, but Big Bill responded with a boot to the head before sending Penta to the outside. Big Bill hit the black hole slam on Orange Cassidy before he and Swerve argued inside of the ring. Big Bill told Swerve he wanted to eliminate Cassidy from the match, but Swerve pushed him from behind for the elimination. Swerve Strickland tries to toss Cassidy out of the ring, but Orange Cassidy schemed the cat to get back in. Swerve Strickland went for the bop and bang on Cassidy, but Cassidy evaded before he hit a Stone Dog Millionaire on Swerve, but Swerve responded with a swerve kick. Swerve Strickland kicked Cassidy in the head before hitting the Swerve stump thanks to the distraction of Prince Nada. Swerve got Orange Cassidy's hand in his pockets going for the elimination, but Orange Cassidy blocked it and hit a tornado DDT and a rainbow DDT on Swerve before catching him with a orange punch. Orange Cassidy went for a second, but Swerve caught him on the apron and went for the JML driver. Prince Nana tried to get involved again, allowing Swerve Strickland to hit a knee strike. Swerve Strickland went for another Swerve stump, but Orange Cassidy caught him with a up kick. Swerve Strickland held onto the top rope to stay in the match, but Orange Cassidy kicked Swerve Strickland's hand to eliminate him from the match and retain the international title. The winner is still your AEW International Champion, Orange Cassidy. That match was boring. So we get on sanction match. Chris Jericho accompanied by Jake Hager, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, and Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole accompanied by Roger Strong. This match was hot garbage. Yeah, this match was hot garbage. Sabu and Strong lay out Hager with 2.0 on the outside, while Garcia and Cole brawl on the outside. Jericho and Sabu had chairs in their hands before the two had a chair battle in the center of the ring, with Sabu swinging, with Sabu winning the duel before slamming the chair on Jericho's head. Menard leaned into a table on the outside, but Sabu saw this and hit a splash on Menard on the outside. Jake Hager and Garcia continued to brawl on the outside before Adam Cole got Jericho and Adam Cole got the center of the ring. The two exchanged strikes before Adam Cole tossed Jericho to the outside. Jericho got his hand slammed onto the stairs by Adam Cole before Adam Cole slammed Jericho's legs onto the ring post. Adam Cole saw Jericho on the apron and went for the Panama Sunrise, but Jericho caught him and hit a suplex off the apron onto the ringside floor. The two got back in the ring before Jericho hit two chops on Adam Cole, but Adam Cole responded with body shots on Jericho, but Jericho responded with a lariat. Jericho boot Adam Cole in the face, but Adam Cole slammed Jericho into a chair chair set between the top and middle turnbuckle. Adam Cole went for a running boot, but Jericho caught him with a cross chop before attempting a lion saw. But Adam Cole caught him midair with a thirst kick. Adam Cole went once again for the Panama Sunrise, but Jericho caught him midair and locked in the walls of Jericho. Adam Cole crawled onto the apron before getting a giant fire extinguisher and firing away with a extinguisher onto Jericho's eyes, breaking the hole. Adam Cole hit Jericho in the head with a fire extinguisher before going for the pin. But Jericho kicked out at 2. Jericho hit 2 chops on Adam Cole, but immediately collapsed. Adam Cole went for the last shot on Jericho, but Jericho caught him with a code breaker for a near fall. Jericho got the fire extinguisher and fired it onto Adam Cole's head before slamming into Adam Cole's boom. Jericho got a candlestick from under the ring and went to attack Adam Cole with the stick, but Britt Baker came to the ring and slammed away with the candlestick onto Jericho's head and ribs in revenge. Saraya came to the ring to give some aid to Jericho, but Britt Baker fired away with candlesticks on Saraya before chasing her down the ramp. Jericho was really hurt, but that was until Adam Cole locked in the candlestick assisted headlock before hitting a backstabber for a near fall. Adam Cole climbed to the top rope, but Jericho slammed the chair onto it. Adam Cole's head, sending Cole crashing into a table on the outside. Jericho got a steel chain from the outside and got into the ring. Jericho handcuffed Adam Cole's wrist before going for a strike on Adam Cole, but Adam Cole caught him with a DDT on Jericho onto a chain for a near fall. Adam Cole put the second handcuff on Jericho before catching him with a thirst kick and the Panama Sunrise on Jericho for another near fall. Jericho started whipping Adam Cole with a chain before locking in a cross jacket hold on Adam Cole with a chain, but Adam Cole flipped around before catching Jericho with 2 thirst kicks before hitting the last shot on Jericho. Adam Cole saw that was not enough and wrapped the chain onto his knee before hitting the chain assisted last shot on Jericho. Adam Cole fired away with punches and chain shots onto Jericho's head before the referee decided to stop the match, giving Adam Cole the win. The winner of the match, Adam Cole. That match was garbage. So we get the AEW World Tag Team Champions match with special guest referee Mark Briscoe. So we get FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, accompanied by Statnam Sanjay Dutt, and Karen Jarrett. This match right here, it was it was good. I'm saying it was good. Good 6-man match. Jay Lethal and Harwood began the match locking up before Dax tried a headlock takeover, but Lethal reversed it with a leg scissors before the two had a stare down. Jay Lethal hit a shoulder tackle off the wrist lock on Dax before going for the O'Connor roll on Dax, but Dax kicked out before the two exchanged pins to allow Dax to lock in a headlock on Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal hit chops on Dax into the corner, but Dax responded with a vicious chop on Jay Lethal's chest. The two exchanged chops before Jay Lethal hit a back elbow on Dax to send him to the outside. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal tried to attack Cash, but this allows Dax to hit them with a crossbody. Dax and Cash laid in the moves on Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal before attempting stereo sharpshooters on them, but they rolled out of the ring. Jay Lethal got back in the ring, but was greeted with a shoulder break from Cash, but Jay Lethal responded with a right hand. Jarrett tried to get Karen Jarrett tried to get involved, but Mark Briscoe caught Karen Jarrett with a cross chop and dropped him onto the mat for pretending to tag in. FTR hit a back drop on Jay Lethal before catching Jarrett with a strike. Dax hit a back drop on Jay Lethal to send sending him crashing onto Jeff Jarrett on the outside. Cash ran the ropes, but Jeff Jarrett lowered the ropes to send him crashing to the outside. Wheeler and got back in the ring, but Jay Lethal caught him with a suplex before Jeff Jarrett tagged in. Jeff Jarrett hit a Russian leg sweep on Cash before putting him into the middle rope, allowing Karen Jarrett to attack Cash. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal double team Wheeler in the corner before catching him with a knee lift / neck breaker on Wheeler for a near fall. Jay Lethal got a headlock on Wheeler, but Wheeler broke the hold with a back suplex. Jay Lethal attacked Harwood before hitting a dragon screw on Wheeler. Jeff Jarrett tagged in and kicked Wheeler's leg before locking in the figure 4 leg lock on Wheeler. But Harwood broke the hold with a diving headbutt. Harwood got back in the corner as Wheeler tried to tag Dax in. Jay Lethal tagged in and attacked Wheeler from behind, but Wheeler leaped over Lethal before tagging in Dax. Dax hit a series of jabs and chops before hitting a lariat in the corner, followed by a short-handed lariat. Dax hit a German suplex on Lethal before hitting a second and connecting a sheer drop brainbuster for a near fall. Jay Lethal got back up and hit the lethal combination on Dax before going for the Macho Man elbow on Dax. Macho Man elbow, but Dax caught him with a jab before punching Jeff Jarrett in the mouth. Jeff Jarrett slammed Cash into the ring post, but was dropped by Dax. Jay Lethal fired away with chops on Dax to send him crashing into the mat before going for the elbow, but Dax got back up and hit a superplex on Jay Lethal. Before rolling over before Dax and Cash hit a Doomsday Powerbomb on Jay Lethal to get the pin, but Sanjay Dutt pulled Dax out of the ring. Mark Briscoe saw Sanjay Dutt involvement and kick out Sanjay Dutt and Statham Sound out of the match. Jeff Jarrett got his guitar and cracked Mark Briscoe with the guitar into the dome until he dome, which led to Dax cracking Jeff Jarrett with a jab. FTR hit the big rig on Jay Lethal before referee R.B. Edwards tried to get in the ring, but was stopped by Sanjay Dutt. Before Karen Jarrett hit R.B. Edwards with the guitar, Jay Lethal got back up and hit the lethal injection on both members of FTR. Jay Lethal tried to hit Dax with the title, but Dax hit a power drop on Jay Lethal. Jarrett cracked Dax with the title belt before hitting the stroke on Harwood, but Harwood kicked out. Jeff Jarrett tried to attack Mark Briscoe in the corner, but Mark Briscoe slapped Jarrett in the head before FTR hit the big rig for the pinfall win. The winner is still your AEW Tag Team Champions FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. This match was this was good for what it was. Ricky Starks was attacked backstage by Jay White and Juice Robinson, but where stopped where FTR made the save. Chris Jericho and Soraya cut a promo backstage with Jericho calling Adam Cole a bar brain, while Soraya called Dr. Britt Baker DMD a you know what. They challenged Baker and Adam Cole to a mixed tag match. A security guard tried to calm down the situation, but Jericho threw a fireball at the guard. Okay, so get the TNT Championship ladder match. So we get Warlow, accompanied by R. Anderson versus Christian Cage, accompanied by Luchasaurus. This is a decent ladder match. The match begins with Cage talking trash to Warlow before Cage lay in a series of jabs, but Warlow responded with a shoulder block. Warlow went for a swinging lariat, but Cage invades and went for the kill switch, but Warlow tossed him into the corner. Warlow went for a ladder, but Cage met him on outside, so they brawled on the outside. Warlow got a ladder, but Cage caught him with a sliding dropkick. Cage went for a dive, but Warlow smashed him with the ladder. Warlow pulled two tables on the outside. Cage set up the ladder bridge between the guardrail and the ring, but Warlow placed him there and box jumped onto the bridge. Warlow went for the pile driver, but Cage evades and slams Warlow's yam bag in between the ladder steps. While Warlow tried to get back up, Christian Cage got a ladder in the center before stomping Warlow in the abdomen. Warlow Irish whipped Christian Cage into the ladder in the corner before a powerbomb, but Christian Cage sidesteps before dropping him and hitting a catapult on Warlow onto a ladder. Christian Cage started climbing the ladder, but Warlow dumps the ladder to drop him before catching Christian Cage with a lariat. Warlow went for a power bomb, but Cage evaded and climbed the ladder, but Warlow caught him in midair and hit the power slam on Cage. Warlow got Cage in a military press before slamming him onto the ladder. Warlow set the ladder up and started climbing, but Luchasaurus got on the outside, got on ringside, and got Cage onto the ring, which allows Christian Cage to hit the bloody Sunday on Warlow off the ladder. Christian Cage went for a spear, but Warlow caught him with a toe kick before hitting Alabama slam onto the ladder. Warlow had Cage on the ladder and went for the Swanton bomb, but Cage rolled over to send Warlow crashing onto the ladder. Christian Cage tried to climb the ladder, but Arn Anderson, who gave Warlow a pep talk, Warlow got back you and leap into a ladder to send the two crashing onto the mat, making the ladder crash. The referee tried to help Warlow hold the ladder, but Warlow yelled at the referee before getting another ladder. Luchasaurus hit two chokeslams on Warlow, but that caused Arn Anderson to meet him in the ring. Arn Anderson bit Luchasaurus' thumb before going to attack Luchasaurus on the outside, but Warlow attacked him with a steel chair. Warlow placed Luchasaurus in a table, though he ran on the ramp before Warlow hit a swanton bomb off the ladder into the table. Christian Cage saw the reckoning and immediately got back in the ring and made the climb, but Arn Anderson got in the ring and pushed the ladder, allowing Warlow to catch Christian Cage and hit a power bomb on Cage. This allows Warlow to climb the ladder and retrieve the title for the title retention. The winner is still your TNT champion, Warlow. This match was decent. Okay, so we get the AEW Women's World Championship match. Jamie Hayter accompanied by Hikaru Shida and Dr. Britt Baker. DMD versus Tony Storm accompanied by Saraya and Ruby Soho. Now this match, it was solid. This match was solid. Jamie Hayter was attacked by Saraya Ruby Soho before the match, sending her whirling from the rim before Tony Storm attacked her and tossed her onto the guardrail. The match officially began with Tony Storm booting Hayter in the head for a near fall. Tony Storm continued to stumble away at Jamie Hayter before locking in a race lock on Jamie Hayter as Saraya unbuckled the turnbuckle. Britt Baker attacked the referee and Tony Storm headbutt the referee by accident, but before Jamie Hayter hit a backbreaker for a near fall. Ruby Soho got involved by spraying Jamie Hayter in the head with a spray paint before Tony Storm hit the hip attack on Jamie Hayter for a near fall. Ruby Soho got attacked by Shida from behind, allowing the two to get out of the match. Jamie Hayter hit a ripcord lariat on Storm for a near fall. Jamie Hayter went for a second lariat, but Storm slammed Jamie Hayter into the ball turnbuckle before hitting the Storm Zero for the pinfall win, becoming your new AEW Women's Champion. So the winner and your new AEW Women's Champion, Tony Storm. And that match was it was solid. The match was solid. House of Black hosted the open challenge for the AEW Trio Champion. The challenge was answered by the Acclaim and Billy Gunn. So we get an AEW Trios Championship match, House Rules match. So we get a House of Black, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King, accompanied by Julia Hart versus Billy Gunn, the Acclaim, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens. And this match right here, it was pretty good match right here. Black and Anthony Bowens began the match, locking up before the two broke the horns. Anthony Bowens got a race lock on Bowens, but Black reverses it with a race lock of his own before Anthony Bowens caught him with a back elbow. Anthony Bowens locked in a headlock, but Black responded with a shoulder tackle before flipping over Anthony Bowens' back and sitting down, but Anthony Bowens sat down before scissoring himself in the center of the ring. Black hit a knee lift on Bowens before Buddy Matthews tagged in and hit a double stomp on Anthony Bowens' arm as the crowd chanted Dominic. Buddy Matthews got a race lock on Anthony Bowens, but Anthony Bowens reversed it with a schoolboy roll up for a near fall. Anthony Bowens hit a toe kick on Matthews before hitting the famouser. Hitting the famouser. Max Caster tagged in and slid on Buddy Matthews before Anthony Bowens caught him with a drop kick, allowing Max Caster to hit back suplex on Buddy Matthews on the outside. Back in the ring, Black tagged in, but Caster caught him with a shoulder tackle. Brody King tagged in and booted Max Caster in the abdomen. Caster hit a boot on Brody King before leaping over him, but Black caught Max Caster with a boot before Brody King hit a lariat on Max Caster for a near fall. Anthony Bowens and Max Caster cornered Black before they hit a body slam onto the Sesame Timbers. But Black caught Anthony Bowens with a knee bar while Brody King, Buddy Matthews attacked Gunn and Caster on the outside, with Brody King hitting a side splash on Gunn on the outside. Anthony Bowens pulled himself up with the ropes and booted Black in the head to break the hold. The two exchanged strikes before Anthony Bowens hit the Yogroshi on Black. Black got Anthony Bowens again and locked in the knee bar on Anthony Bowens before Matthews hit a meteor on Bowens. Black tag in and locked in the calf silencer on Anthony Bowens, but Anthony Bowens pulled himself back up before hitting a back elbow and jab and a thirst kick on Black before trying to tag in someone. But Black stomps his back before Matthews tag in. Matthews directed Bowens' injured knee before Brody King tag in and planted Anthony Bowens with a vicious shot. Brody King hit a second and even more vicious shots on Bowens, but Bowens responded with a jawbreaker before trying to tag in Gunn, but Gunn caught him and slammed him into the corner. Brody King attacked Max Caster and Gunn before hitting a vicious cannonball on Bowens to get the pin, but Max Caster broke the pin. Black attacked Caster on the outside before King and Matthews went for a Dante Inferno, but Anthony Bowens evaded and tossed both of them to the outside. Black tried to stop Anthony Bowens, but Bowens booted out of the ring before going for a tag. Gunn and King pulled Gunn off the apron to prevent the tag. Buddy Matthews tried to lay out Bowens, but Bowens caught him with a thirst kick before Gunn finally tagged in. Gunn threw jabs at Black and Matthews before hitting them with corner splashes and Black breakers. Brody King hit a chop on Gunn, but Gunn responded with a famouser on Brody King before hitting a famouser on Matthews. Billy Gunn told Matthews to suck it, but Black greeted him back in the ring with the Black mask for the pinfall win. The winner is still your AEW Trios Tag Team Champions, House of Black, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King. Now this match what's good. This is good. So we get the TBS Championship match. Jay Cargill, accompanied by Leah Gray and Mark Sterling, versus Taya Valkyrie. This match was garbage. Garbage match. Jay Cargill and Tay lock up before the two went for the glam slam, but the two evaded before firing away with haymakers onto each other. Taylor hit a shoulder tackle on Jay Cargill before catching her with an uppercut and a sliding lariat to send her to the outside. Jay Cargill talked strategy with Sterling and Taylor and hit a splash on Sterling on the outside, but Taylor caught her with a boot kick. Taylor and Cargill got in the ring, but Taylor caught Cargill with a sliding German suplex for a near fall. Taylor tried to get back in the ring, but Gray distracted Taylor long enough to allow Jay to hit a third kick on Taylor before hitting a snap suplex on Taylor onto the ringside floor. Back in the ring, Jay Cargill hit a spinebuster on Taylor to get the pin, but Taylor kick out at 2. Jay Cargill tossed Taya to the outside before heading outside and slamming Taya into the guardrail with a fireman's carry. Back in the ring, Cargill looked in the bow arrow hole on Taya, and Taya got out of the hole before catching Cargill with a lariat for a near fall. Cargill got back up and hit 2 short-hand lariats on Taya. Cargill went for a third, but Taya evaded before Cargill locking a sleeper on Taya, but Taya reverses with a blue thunder bomb for a near fall. Cargill went for a spinning springboard move, but Taya caught her in midair with a code breaker. The two exchanged strikes before Taya hit a drop toe hold before locking the STL before transitioning into the leg lock curb stomp on Cargill for a near fall. Taya booted Gray out of the apron, but Cargill went for a schoolboy roll up. But Taya hit a spear before he hit a roll to Valhalla for only a near fall. Taya went for the DVD, but Cargill evaded and hit a roundhouse kick before hitting her jaded for the pinfall win. The winner and still TBS champion, Jay Cargill. That match was god awful. After the match, Mark Sterling cut a promo bragging about Cargill's success, saying that there was no one left. Well, that was a bad idea, as Kris Statlander made her return to challenge for the title. So we get the TBS Championship match. Jerry Cargill coming by Leah Gray and Mark Sterling versus Kris Statlander. This was a quick match. Kris Statlander invades the pump kick before hitting a roundhouse kick on Cargill. Kris Statlander hit an elbow strike and a boot on Cargill before going for a vertical suplex. But Cargill evaded and hit the pump kick. Cargill went for a jaded, but Kris Statlander evaded and hit the Sunday night favor power driver for the pinfall win. The winner and your new TBS champion, Kris Statlander. So Kris Statlander broke Jay Cargill's win streak. Okay, let's move on. So we get the AEW World Championship match, Fatal 4-Way match, MJF versus Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry. This was the match of the night right here. The match begins with the 4 pillars staring each other down, but MJF rolled out of the ring. Sammy Guevara and Jack Perry chased him on the outside before they and Darby Allin viciously attacked MJF in the corner. Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin and Jack Perry exchanged drop kicks in the ring before the three had a stare down. MJF got back on the apron and applauded them, but they all attack him. Jack Perry hit a double arm drag on Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara before sending them to the outside, but that was until MJF greeted him with a lariat. MJF ran the ropes to go for a dive, but strutting in the ring. Darby Allin greeted him with a drop kick to send him outside. Darby Allin hit a tope on MJF, but Jack Perry responded with 3 topes on Darby Allin and MJF to the outside. Sammy Guevara saw them laying land and hit a shooting star press off the top rope. But before I continue, I just want to say congratulations to Tay Mello. She's having a baby, so congratulations to Tay Mello, and that's all I gotta say. Back in the ring, Sammy Guerrero. Yeah, back in the ring, Sammy Guerrero stacked Darby Allin and Jack Perry into the corner to go for a superplex on Darby Allin, but Jungle Jungle Boy Jack Perry slammed Sammy Guerrero with a German to send Darby Allin crashing onto MJF. Jack Perry fought off Sammy Guerrero and MJF before catching MJF with the lariat and a poison run on Sammy Guerrero for a near fall. Darby Allin hit a series of elbow strikes on MJF and Jack Perry before catching MJF with the stunner for a near fall. Sammy Guerrero laid out Jack Perry on the outside before hitting a stunner on Darby Allin. Sammy Guerrero hit a Spanish fly on MJF before hitting a top on Perry to the outside and a splash on MJF for a near fall. MJF got back up and went off on everyone before hitting a ball breaker on Guerrero for a near fall. MJF got Darby Allin and hit the JML driver on Darby Allin for a near fall. Sammy Guerrero, MJF, and Darby Allin and Jack Perry lay Dex charge kick before Darby Allin hit the Scorpion Death Drop on MJF before Sammy Guerrero hit a cold breaker on Darby Allin, which Jack Perry responds with a kill switch before MJF hit the crossroads on Jack Perry for a near fall. MJF asked Sammy Guerrero to lay down, but Sammy Guerrero refused. Sammy Guerrero went for the Boston Crab on MJF while Darby Allin locking the Scorpion Deathlock on Jack Perry, but Jack Perry tosses MJF to break all the holds. The four-man got themselves in the submission holds before they all broke the holds. MJF went for a powerbomb, but Darby Allin reversed it with a Canadian Destroyer, but Sammy Guerrero caught him with a Destroyer before Jungle Boy Jack Perry hit a Destroyer on Sammy Guerrero. Jack Perry got up and then hit a Destroyer off the back of both Guerrero and Darby Allin for a near fall. Jack Perry got Sammy Guerrero and a Liger Bomb on him for a near fall. But that was until Darby Allin slammed Jungle Boy Jack Perry onto the guardrail before clothesline Jungle Boy and MJF over the guardrail. Darby Allin got back in the ring and went for the dive. Sammy Guerrero met him on the top rope and hit a Spanish spot onto Jungle Boy Jack Perry and MJF on the outside. That was an awesome spot. With all four men back in the ring, the four exchange strikes before MJF flicked the crowd. That was a classic MJF right there. He flicked the crowd with two middle fingers. That was a classic MJF right there. I like that. But anyway, Jack Perry and Darby Allin and Sammy Guerrero caught him with a triple thirst kick and a cutter / cold red / hidden blade combo. The remaining three-man exchange pin before Sammy Guerrero hit a thirst kick on Darby Allin and plant DDT on Jungle Boy, and Darby Allin caught him with a cold red before going for a coffin drop. But MJF moved the ropes to stop Darby Allin. MJF got Darby Allin before hitting an awesome bomb on Darby Allin. MJF went for a pin, but Sammy Guerrero broke the pin. Jungle Boy got back in the ring and got Sammy Guerrero on the top rope. The two exchanged chops from the top rope, but Sammy Guerrero hit a cutter on Jungle Boy off the top rope to send him to the outside. Sammy Guerrero went for MJF, but MJF caught him with the low blow, but Darby Allin attacked him with a skateboard before hitting a coffin drop into the headlock. In a headlock. Where was I? It was right here. MJF went for a pin, but Sammy Guerrero broke the pin. Jungle Boy got back in the ring, guys. Sammy Guerrero on the top rope. The two exchange shots from the top rope, but Sammy Guerrero hit a cutter on Jungle Boy off the top rope to send him to the outside. Sammy Guerrero went for MJF, but MJF caught him with a low blow, but Darby Allin attacked him with a skateboard before hitting the coffin drop into the headlock takeover to win the title, but Jungle Boy broke Darby Allin's heart by breaking the pin. Darby Allin and Jungle Boy exchanged strikes before hitting stereo headbutts on each other. MJF got the title and waited on who would stand up first, but Jungle Boy stopped him before Sammy Guevara clotheslined MJF to the outside. Jungle Boy held on onto the title and completely contemplated attacking Darby Allin with the belt, but Jungle Boy tossed the belt to the outside. Darby Allin went for a pin, but Sammy Guevara caught Jungle Boy and Darby Allin with a knee strike before hitting the GTH on Jack Perry. Sammy Guevara climbed to the top rope, but Darby Allin tossed Sammy Guevara out of the ring before going for the coffin drop on Jungle Boy. But MJF placed the belt on Jack Perry to send Darby Allin's neck crashing onto the belt. MJF saw this and hit a headlock takeover on Darby Allin for the pinfall win. The winner is still your AEW World Champion, MJF. This was the match of the night right here. That was the match of the night right here. Okay, so we get the main event of the evening, the Archie in the arena. So we get the Elite, Kenny Omega, Hangman, Adam Page, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson versus the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Brian Danielson, and Claudio Cascano and Wheeler Yuta. But yeah, they was playing music on the background while they was brawling. So this main event was amazing. This match was insane, but there was a good match, but the match itself was insane at the same time. The two teams brought on the crowd area to begin the match. John Moxley and Kenny Omega made their way into ring while Adam Page hit an automatic drop on Brian Danielson to send him crashing into the seat. Matt Jackson and Claudio Cascano were on ringside before Moxley hit an accidental off the broadcast table. Claudio and Moxley attacked Kenny Omega on ringside, while the referee Rick Knox was bleeding for some reason. In the ring, Adam Adam Page took off the eye patch and pulled out a screwdriver, but that was until Yuta hit a chop block on Page. Blackpool Combat Club covered. The Blackpool Combat Club corner Page in the ring, but that was until the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega made the save, while the rock band Violent Idiots it, idols still played wild things on the ramp, but they sent the Blackpool Combat Club to the outside before catching them with stereotypes on the outside. The Young Bucks and Brian Danielson and Claudio Cascano made their way to the ramp. The vocalist of the Violence Idols flaunting his Blackpool Combat Club T-shirt, but that was stopped when the Young Bucks hit the thirst kick on him. But Hangman Adam Page took the eye patch off his eye, just like John Moxley did when he was going up against the Inner Circle. Hangman Adam Page did the exact same thing how John Moxley did when he moved the eye patch. I just want to put this out there. But let me continue. Kenny Omega was attacked. Kenny Omega was attacking inside the ring with John Moxley bleeding like so pig, while Matt Jackson hit a series of Northern Light suplex on Yuta down the ramp. Claudio Cascano tried to stop Matt Jackson, but Nick Jackson caught him with a tope off the ramp. Page and Kenny Omega brawl with Moxley before Page accidentally bullied Kenny Omega on the outside. John Moxley hit a suplex on Kenny Omega on the outside, while Brian Danielson attacked Page on the ramp. John Moxley pulled out a poker chip with barbed wire, while Matt Jackson and Claudio brawl on the mill stand. John Moxley hit a suplex on Kenny Omega onto the poker chip, while Yuta and Danielson whipped Page with leather belts. John Moxley spiked Kenny Omega with a fork on the ramp. All this was happening while Claudio hit a giant swing on Matt Jackson into a trash can. John Moxley got the bulldog choke on Kenny Omega on the apron, but that was until Kenny Omega slammed Moxley into the poker chip back in the ring. Yuta hit an Irish whip on Page. into the turnbuckle before slamming Page with a steel chair. Six out of the 8 men in the match brawl on the outside, with Bryan Danielson, Yuta, and Moxley taking turns on attacking Page. Meanwhile, in the T-Mobile Arena parking lot, Claudio tossed Matt Jackson into a pickup truck. Matt Jackson and Claudio brought in the truck before Claudio hit a pile driver on Matt Jackson before finally leaving the parking lot. Back in the ring, Yuta and Moxley hit the heart attack on Kenny Omega into a lead blower, while Bryan Danielson tossed Nick Jackson off the stage onto the ground. Onto the ground. John Moxley got Page and went for a pile driver, but Page caught him with a dead eye on the apron. Kenny Omega got a trash can lid and started attacking Yuta and Bryan Danielson with it, Captain America style. But that was until Claudio hit an uppercut on Kenny Omega. Nick Jackson laid out Claudio Yuta and Danielson after coming back to the ring. But John Moxley caught him with a lariat before hitting a pile driver for a near fall. John Moxley fired away with but stomps on Nick Jackson before locking in a single leg crab. But Kenny Omega booted Moxley in the head. Yuta and Claudio take care of Kenny Omega, clotheslining him to the outside. Yuta and Moxley lock in the Boston Crab / crossface on Nick Jackson, but that was until Matt Jackson came in the ring and hit a thirst kick and a power on his foot. Matt Jackson hit a thirst kick on Yuta before Page hit the buckshot lariat on Yuta, but Claudio broke the pin. Claudio booted the Air Jordan 1 next chapter off Matt Jackson's foot before Claudio and Bryan Danielson attacked him. Yuta and Danielson took over and laid in punches on Matt Jackson before Moxley hit an atomic drop on Matt Jackson ball foot onto the thumbtacks, followed by the Death Rider for a near fall. John Moxley hit a cutter on Nick Jackson into a tag, but was greeted by a Snapdragon by Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega invaded the Rocola bomb from Claudio before he hit him with the V trigger. Kenny Omega hit the Psycho knee on both Page and Kenny Omega before the Blackpool Combat Club hit the elbow on everyone. John Moxley put the thumbtacks on Matt Jackson before Claudio and Yuta hit a German suplex / uppercut combo for a near fall. Kenny Omega and Page fought off the Blackpool Combat Club before Page hit the Deadeye / One-Winged Angel on Bryan Danielson, but Yuta broke the pin. Yuta tried to fight Page and Kenny Omega off, but Kenny Omega hit the green by a plug before hitting a moonsault on Yuta. Page went for the buckshot lariat, but Page evades and got spiked with a screwdriver. Kenny Omega went for the One-Winged Angel on Yuta, but was stopped by Don Callis. Don Callis confronted Kenny Omega in the ring, but this allows the mysterious figure to attack Kenny Omega. This figure was revealed to be Konosuke Takeshita. Yuta spiked Kenny Omega with the score driver before locking in the seatbelt pin for the win. The Blackpool Combat Club stood tall to end the broadcast. The winner of the match, the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. And AEW Double or Nothing goes off the air. But like I said earlier, now AEW Double or Nothing was a good pay-per-view, and I give it an 8 out of 10. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my AEW Double or Nothing review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on AEW Double or Nothing, because it was a good pay-per-view, and I give it an 8 out of 10. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video or go live every Sunday on YouTube at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Follow my socials, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys next on my AEW, not my AEW, my NXT Battleground review and highlights. This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.